A woman looked out at the stars through her spaceship window and could see something shining bright. It was a planet covered in ice. She looked through her telescope to get a closer look and seen a little alien skating along the surface. The woman smiled as she was excited to meet this being. She blasted to the planet and landed. As she stepped outside of her spaceship, the alien approached. She smiled, and the alien spoke in a strange dialect. The alien sped off across the ice, and the woman followed, trying to keep up. The alien went behind a huge chunk of ice, and the ground began to shake. The woman panicked, and the ice beneath her began to crack. The woman fell through a crack in the ice and landed on sand. She grabbed the sand as it slipped through her fingers and looked around to see she was in a tomb. There was one long stone staircase leading out of the room. She slowly got up and walked up the stairs. She could see a light at the very top. As the woman approached the top of the stairs, she could see the alien sat in a comfy chair next to a fire. He looked at her and then looked away. She looked around the room and could see a refrigerator in the corner of the room. The alien did not seem to mind her walking around. She walked over to the refrigerator and opened it. There was something that looked like a banana, but it was red. She picked it up, and it fused with her hand. She shrieked and fell backwards. It shot a beam out of her fused hand. The alien stood up and laughed and stared at her. She got up, and a door opened near her. She walked through the door and was stood on clouds. She jumped up and down on the fluffy clouds and could see a shadow. She followed the shadow, and it said, "To leave this place, you must find a key." The woman thought that would be impossible, but then keys started to appear all over the clouds. The shadow said, "You will know when it is the right one." The spacewoman bounced across the clouds searching for the right key. What did the shadow mean by, "I will know when I find it," she thought. The woman spent hours searching through the keys and sat down. She heard a buzzing noise getting louder. A beautiful bee whizzed past and landed on a flower. It flew off. The flower turned to ash. The spacewoman got up and walked over to the pile of ash, and there it was, a magical key glowing. Now she had to figure out how to use it. She looked around but could not see where it could go. She decided to push it into the cloud she was on and turned it. She heard a click and fell through the cloud. She was free falling through the sky and then stopped midair, suspended in nothingness. Stars began to shoot past her and then watch planets form in front of her eyes. Is this how everything was created, she thought. She then suddenly dropped again until she landed back onto the planet. The alien was waving at her from a distance.